Computer, yes. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the AA meeting, aka Assholes Anonymous. And I am lovely by my guests and my co-host. I just looked at EJ and I started laughing. But EJ, the gold chain wearer, we got Aliya, the wine sipper today, and we got a special guest. He goes by many names. Chris, Coach Chris, Smitty, and just overall brother of ours, friends of the podcast. He might be on here a couple times. Man, how you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, you got the coach rocking the coach hat. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like.
Hey, he got dressed for this.
It's part of my contract, man. It's part of my contract.
You know,
shout out to coach. Shout out to coach.
We doing endorsements this year. That's what we doing. We doing endorsements all 2021.
All 2021. That's funny. I just want to. I got a few news things I want to throw at you guys. Now I'm gonna start with local for you because this really affects you guys mostly. What y'all think about the Texas lift bans as far as it going 100%? Like I going to.
Me personally,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
You all for it? I think
people are already if you're in Texas, you already know people are really around with no mask. I mean,
it really seems
simple gathering, and the vaccines are coming out a lot more. So, as far as safety precautions, clearly Texas does not care at all about the safety of its citizens. So. And
at all,
especially how they handled that winter situation. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, cut off everybody electricity.
Yeah.
Try it.
Yep.
So I'll say this like an overall it's whatever, because it kind of seemed like we wasn't really even taking it serious after like 2021 started. Like, you know what? Yeah. If I get it, I get it.
Yeah, people was already in bars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way it was. Because like honestly, people is just like in the grand scheme of it, like people were just walking in with their masks and then they'll take it right off. So it defeats the whole purpose. You just at this point, like if I'm being honest, it's just natural selection.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it is.
If you want to wear your mask, more power to you. If you don't, go ahead do your thing. But the one thing that is true is just that it's up to businesses. Like that's ultimately it comes down to. If like a business don't want you to, like if your business wants you to wear a mask while you come in, you got to make that choice. You got to make that executive decision. But like, I think it's good for like economic wise, like of course, but like everyone's back opening up and stuff like that. And I think it's a good thing because people get to choose. You get to stop this conflict. It's like, yo, if you want to risk getting it and doing that to whoever you want to, I personally feel like that's selfish, but at the end of the day, that's just my thing. I'm not trying to get mad at nobody for living their life the way they want to, because at the end of the day, it don't really affect me. So it's just like, hey, natural selection. You choose what you do.
And I was going through when I was picking like news sections. I just trying to find the most interesting thing. So, Drake is dropping something music tonight. Scary Hours Part 2. Are we excited or not excited? Are we ready for
it? I'm a Drake fan.
Are we aside? What about Aliya? Are we excited for this new Drake stuff coming out?
I didn't even know that he was dropping, but
it's got some lot of music that's dropping.
Ooh, she lacking.
Yeah.
Well, I've already heard Certified Lover Boy, and I liked it, so I'm excited because it reminds me of old Drake.
Okay, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be dope. Now, I got two more things I'm gonna throw at y'all. Do y'all want number one or number two?
Both of them.
All right, both. Skip Bayless just signed a $32 million contract, 4 years to go back to be on his Undisputed show with Fox. Too much money, or right enough, or not enough?
I just feel like it's time for the older generation of sports reporters to retire. And as someone in the business, like I just want them to go already.
I wasn't ready for that answer, but okay. What about y'all?
She woke up. She pulled up tonight and chose violence.
All right. All right. What about y'all? Is it too much? Too not enough? What? For Skip?
Skill. I think he's good. He's one of the top reporters on there and stuff like that. As far as ESPN, I really would have wished he would have been able to stay like on some ESPN with him.
But he's on Fox.
Stephen A. I think that
on
was
Fox right now.
Yeah, but like he was Shannon and stuff on Undisputed and stuff. But like either which way you go, like that man gonna get that bag, and he a good commentator. I may not like everything he say. He may say some stupid shit to me, but like, hey, you can't deny that man get that bag, and he good at what he do. So shoot, go on.
It's getting to the point where I feel like it's more entertaining than actually reporting anything. Just like we just saying stuff at this point to get aroused.
I think his feud with LeBron
it's just at this like, bro, come on, bro. And the last piece of news I'll give y'all is Space Jam 2. Are we excited or not excited? I'm kind of excited though, low-key.
Not excited whatsoever.
What?
I'm not excited whatsoever.
I'm low-key excited though. Aliya, have you seen Space Jam before?
I'm being so serious.
You never seen Space Jam?
Oh no!
Oh my God!
No!
Why?
I gotta go.
She got quiet. I was looking right at her. That's why she turned it. Oh my God! I mean, I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to see LeBron. I kind of want to see how it's going.
I've seen like parts of it, but it just never. I've never liked movies like that. I don't even watch Marvel movies. Like they just don't. I can't focus on them.
All right.
I have the mind of like an 80-year-old lady. I can't.
Hey, honesty first policy. Respect on that.
Well, look, man, we're gonna get into our topics, and today we got a good one for you guys, and it's actually out for you people who, out there doing a lot of things with a lot of people. So I'll start off like this. I'm gonna start off like this. I'm going right to the lady over there. Is rosters overrated? Having a lot of people.
The real coach on the call. The real coach.
Is having a lot of men or having a lot of women on your team, is it overrated or underrated? That's where we're gonna start it. Because I think personally, it depends on how you look at it, right? If you're just dating, then you might have a few people that you're talking to, trying to figure out how you want to handle situations. That I don't really see that as a roster. And before we get to like if it's overrated or underrated, what is having a roster? What that entails? Is it different for everybody, or how y'all look at it?
I feel like it's different for men and women. As a woman, having a roster to me is like you have, obviously the perfect man doesn't exist. So you have multiple men in your life all serving different purposes, whether it's romantically or physically. So I think the difference, well, at least with me, they don't know who each other are, but they know of each other. And they know
you haven't created that group chat yet?
I do. I have it.
All right, Chris. So, what do you feel about rosters? I don't even want to dive into that. I don't even want to. By the way, but you know what? What about you guys, man? How you feel about rosters? How do you define it? Is it overrated, underrated? How you feel?
Shoot, honestly, I don't know. I think if I'm being honest, the way I feel about it is it just depends at what point in your life you at. Cause if you young and you just wanna kick it with people and you just wanna like date casually, like cool. That's like yo, do your thing. Like, but as you get older, you start to realize one, that's a lot of effort. Two, like it starts to get a little bit more tricky when you get your feelings involved because, of course, the longer and more time you spend with someone, in some cases, like they may end up being a better person, or you may end up finding some more shit that you liked about them that you didn't really intend to. And so like it just depends on where you at. Like I know personally, like for me, like rosters, like when I was younger and stuff like that in the past and stuff like that, that was cool. I didn't really call it a roster. I was just like casually dating. But like as far as like right now, like nah, just because it's all like it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're trying to be serious, then yeah, rosters ain't gonna cut it for you. But like if you
Also,
just trying
I
to
just
keep,
want to add, EJ's like old man Jenkins over here, so
yes, ma'am, my old man Jenkins, I'm Mr.
Absolutely.
Old Faithful.
going to bed
Hey,
at
he
like
does it the right
9:30.
way.
I'm gonna well, how you feel, Mr. Coach, with the coach on? I feel poor this being on the same call with you right now, man.
Man, nah, bro, I got this for 5
I be
more
feeling,
minutes.
bro. I be
Hey, you can
feeling
have it. You can have it, bro. You can have it. But
that
coming
had cost
from
more than my apartment right there, bro.
man, chill.
Chill.
Let me chill.
But,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
coming from a coach's perspective,
Okay.
I don't believe in rosters. Me personally, I am a one woman type of man. I don't know what it is.
Let's get a
About
snap. Let's get a snap for that. Let's go ahead and get some snaps
you
in
want to
there
get
for
some
being
I
a.
snaps,
don't believe it.
but no
Oh
serious.
damn!
But no. But listen. Let me
Okay.
tell you why. Let me tell you why, man.
Okay.
I remember when I was in school and I had the
Way
opportunity
back in my
to
day.
right. I had the opportunity. I tried the whole rosters thing, the whole multiple relationships. Yo, it's time consuming. Like
Super.
I, as a student athlete, I had time to go to school, go to sleep, get up for practice. That's it. I barely had time for one. So having the whole roster thing, I think is honestly definitely something that is just overrated for sure. And plus, and I really love the ability to be able to share something special with one special young lady because she deserves it. I like to value my time, I value her time, and I think that's something that we both can agree on when I have that special young lady for sure.
I'm not even laughing at Chris's response. I'm laughing at EJ's face. I
Hey,
can't,
bro, I'm just locked
bro.
in.
Dude is just sitting like this.
I'm locked in because I'm locked in. I'm hearing what he said because I'm feeling
Hey,
it. Feeling it.
me and EJ on the same page.
Oh
See, the thing
God.
about me, EJ, bro, EJ understands, man. Like, I've listened to EJ on this podcast a lot of times. Like, I think he's one of the people that I actually really connect with because of his heart. You can see it through the videos. Like, I'm like, yo, I feel like I know this guy.
You know
Like,
this guy.
even though I know, but like when I hear this dude talk, it's like,
I was
yo,
like, bro, we've been knowing each other for a very long
exactly.
time.
It's like
But
hearing
no,
myself.
it's just the
So,
thing is after a while it all gets old and like in
Mhm.
the concept of it, it's just like don't get me wrong, everybody has a little phase or whatever, but it's like, bro, when you talking to 7, like 6, 5 people at a time, you have to remember you're still like, even though y'all just casual, you still want to kind of get to know a person that you are being into like with, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, hey, bro, you don't want to be hooking up with someone who a piece of shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then plus y'all ain't got nothing in common, and it's like, bruh, it's all like after we done did the deed, I just want to leave now because we ain't even got nothing in common. I don't even like you for real. You a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? So it's all like,
another reason I do not believe the roster is a great idea because especially if you're looking for something serious, if like for me, I date to marry. I think one of the biggest things that I have a problem with is comparing another girl to another girl. When you're dealing with so many different relationships, now you're trying to compare all these different personalities and what I think I like about this person. And then you end up trying to have this perfect person, right? Because you're trying to mix all these different personalities that you like from everybody, trying to feed all these different appetites in yourself. But when you deal with one person, you get to see it for face value. You get to love that person for their flaws, for their good things, and you get to really see the true nature of how that person is, you know. And I think that's one of the special components with being exclusive with someone that you don't get to necessarily get when you are dealing with a whole different bunch of personalities and people.
So we got a lot. You say underrated, though, right?
I don't say either or. I actually agree with EJ. It just depends on the point that you're at in your life.
Right.
Cause like last year, I wasn't on this type of time. Like I was very like, oh, I want a husband, but like I'm only 21, so.
Yeah,
And y'all
Okay, that's
don't
dead.
emotionally mature until like
yeah.
27.
Oh, wait for the this is what I think. And this is, personally, I don't think rosters are bad, depending on where you are in your life. When I
Also,
mean by
y'all
that,
were doing it all wrong.
huh?
All wrong. That's why y'all didn't have time.
Oh,
No, look, trust me. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I say. Depending on where I am in my life, then I can do it. Meaning right now, can I have a roster with everything I got going on? No. But can I have a roster at 21 when I had one? Yes. Or when I was 17 and 18 and all I was doing was really playing basketball and chilling? Yes. Because at the time, I didn't really have a
I don't
console.
mind what I'm doing though. I'm
Yeah,
working
but
3.5 jobs.
yeah,
I'm just
no. And I feel it. But like my thing is like I need total preparation and total like right now, if I had a roster, that video that we have uploaded on YouTube right now won't be uploaded because I didn't have time because I'm dealing with all the other stuff. And I don't think,
people's emotions too. Plus,
yeah, yeah. And so with me, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, yeah, it was easy because I was only worried about school. And then when that last year, when I didn't play basketball and I was only going to school, yeah. Oh, yeah, like I had a roster, but I also look at it flip way for girls. Go out there, have as much fun as you can. I'm not saying you gotta slut it up, but have some fun, make some experiences, figure out what you like. Because when you talk to a lot of people and you go out there have experiences, you start to feel like things you like, and you find out things that you didn't think that you would like. Now you do.
it's just trial and
But
error.
hold on. But on the side note of that, let's say you telling the women go do out, they do their thing, thing. Because honestly, it's different for girls and guys. Guys go do their thing. That's what you're supposed to do. Girls go do their thing. They have now a reputation for being something that truly that's not who they are. And I think that's the hardest part for women is like, though, if they want to decide to go do their thing, like the shame of that men put on these women for that is like, you can't go out and enjoy yourself.
It's true, and that's something to think about. But everything, like I said, things come with consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like even with guys, you get that little, you get that F boy title, but it's not until that girl becomes a hoe.
And that's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
crazy thing.
But the crazy thing is people don't realize girls that get that reputation still get married, still, huh?
Kim Kardashian is still married.
Say
Hey, that's
what?
valid. That's how she got popping. She got popping off a sex tape.
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
divorced.
Well, about to be.
Well, because her husband's crazy. That's
No,
divorced.
her husband is a musical genius. We
Dude, look,
things around this way.
let me say this: the best hoes get cuffed because you don't know.
Everybody got somebody. Like
The best hoes get cuffed.
yeah.
Not saying by me.
On reality, on the reality social media, yeah, but the reality of it.
it's how. Well, yeah, I agree.
This is what I mean.
I think that's all.
No, let me say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many actual hoes that we know really
let
out
me
here getting
let me just paint the picture of what I mean when I say hoes get cuffed. Okay, watch this because this happens a lot because we talked about it. Girls out there having fun, and the things that girls know they got that one guy when they finish doing what they gotta go do. That guy is gonna be there regardless. So she's gonna have her fun by 24, 25, 26. She's ready to settle down. A guy that don't really understand the game, like a guy like me or you will understand the game, will cuff that girl. And be the wife she needs to be for that man because she didn't have that much fun. And he's like, you know what? You still can come to me.
Sidebar. I hope that man is never there for any of y'all women who do that because I think that's mad fraud. You shouldn't.
But what I mean by that,
like that, I pray that he finds his worth and loves himself, and he leaves y'all.
That's why he's with me.
But they have the reason
Okay.
why the reason why it works that way is because that guy don't have a lot of sexual experiences. He doesn't have a lot of women he's been with. So when that girl comes and have that sexual experience and do that thing in the bedroom that he's never seen before, because he only had sex with maybe 2 or 3 women. I'm not saying it's all men that think like that or whatever. I'm not even saying it's a lot of women that do that. But what I'm saying is it's a good amount of percentages of girls that understand that guy ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna go and do me. And then regardless if I have a kid or 2 kids or whatever, because I see it a lot in Louisiana. Like
don't talk about the kids.
no, and I'm not saying no, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that what y'all saying is wrong, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's really happening.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's a
A lot
of dudes going outside.
It's some
God.
dudes going out like that for sure. I don't disagree.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Couldn't be
disagree
me,
with you,
but they
but
out there.
I'm gonna say it does go both ways.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because y'all definitely have always had that girl that like, I know that this dumb bitch is gonna be there no matter what I do.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like that. The funny thing is, nowadays everybody acting so tough and stuff like that. But everyone has gone out sad to someone. Now, how bad have you gone out sad?
That's a
difference.
The debate for sure.
Yeah, that's a debate. But everyone has gone out sad to somebody. It's just the magnitude of how much you did it. And I think, unfortunately, it's just like a cycle. Cause like, the dude who went out sad to the girl, he was a nice dude. He got played. Now he a savage, and now he gonna be a savage to another girl who really messed with him. And then she gonna do the same thing, and it's just gonna be a never-ending cycle. And so it just be like that.
I just feel like that's where boundaries come in with anyone that you're dealing with.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Whether
nobody said boundaries.
Your roster
Everybody afraid to communicate. Everybody afraid to talk. Like I guarantee, like we talked about it last episode. Everybody's just trying to flex on how much they don't.
Yesterday,
we did though. We talked about
everybody just trying to flex how they don't get, and then that comes in with it because it's like as soon as you show you care, like that's the person who on the back burner that everyone thinks like, oh, I could always go back to them no matter what. The person who actually shows the emotion, which is all reality, the strongest person that they probably gonna mess with because it takes a lot for you to actually put your cards on the table like that. Right. But like honestly, that's what like where it circles back to the rosters. It's just like, one, it's time consuming. Two, you got people, you can only control your emotions. You can't control somebody else's emotions. That's the shitty part about the rosters, because someone's gonna catch feelings. You may even if you up front, you have no like indication how you gonna feel like 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line.
Of course.
Because in some people, in their instances, some people are just purely hooking up and they just hitting each other up on like pass on them booty calls. Then some people you actually talking to every day and y'all doing shit. Y'all actually go out and kick it and stuff like that. And it's just like, that's the way it be.
You know, the crazy part is EJ, I hate to do this to EJ, but EJ segue right into the next question. And I'm gonna direct it right back to Aliya because this is like strictly her question. I wrote it with her in mind to answer the question.
Ooh, I love this.
And I don't think she looked at it.
Take a sip of wine.
I want you to gather your thoughts.
So
EJ said, like when he had said, he was talking about make sure you know how to, purely hooking up and understanding boundaries. And we touched on that.
Wait, before we get into this, I'm not name dropping.
No, I know.
Oh no, we don't never name drop. We keep
you don't name dropping. Yeah,
classy around here.
I'm not name dropping, but this is a good question. So what are the do's and don'ts when you have a roster?
Ooh.
And this is really for you, like, because I wrote it because I know you have literally broke it down to a science to us. And I kind of want you to break it down for the people that's listening. I want to hear those rules. Yo, it's crazy. And so I just thought that she could break it down.
Let her speak to the masses. Let her put us.
Yeah. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with
however you want to do it? This is your question.
Okay, because it's breaking down.
Hey, we all had to sit up for this one.
You have your roster that if someone were to catch feelings, that you would be completely okay with pursuing that in a silly sense. But then you have your other half of the roster that they are strictly for nighttime hours.
Okay.
So what set of rules do you want to go
through? Okay. And so with that, how do you, if someone, so say for instance, if one of the dudes who's on the bottom of the roster who just physical, what if they feelings change or else they catch feelings and they trying to move up a spot? You ain't going for that?
Nope.
So when y'all kick it or whatever, or anytime y'all interact, it's just like, hey, what you want? None. All right, I'm about to slide on you. All right, cool. That's it. And then you pull up, ain't no talking. We about to watch this movie for a good like 10, 15 minutes.
Nope.
You know what I came here for. Oh, you ain't even watching movies. You just open up.
You remember she said? Say what you said, all right. Say it. Hi, what happens when it's just a bottom feeder? Please explain what the bottom feeder get. Please.
The bottom of
because I remember and I can say it for you, but I don't want to be disrespectful because you might say it a different way.
Yeah. The bottom of the roster doesn't really get nothing. Like, okay, let's go my sneaky link rules because that's kind of like how.
That's what I was trying to. I was trying to pivot.
So going
I was trying to pivot.
rules really quickly. So the bottom of the roster, is that based on how you feel about them or how they like, or they energy that they bring to you on what type of time they on? Or is it like both?
Kind of both. I'm obviously respectful about how they feel. So like, I don't hook up with men that I meet within the first 10 days. And that's what I call their 10-day contract. Ooh. So that's where I figure out if I want them at the top, at the bottom, or if they gotta go.
That's respectable. Cause
wait. What book did you get that from? I ain't never heard of no 10-day rule.
Oh God,
that
bro.
is
when she told us, it was shocking. Like
Steve Harvey didn't have that in his book.
Steve Harvey's been married. MC Harvey been married like 3-4 times.
I don't know.
Right.
I've never read a book like that.
So I want to know where this 10-day contract came from.
That's smooth though.
From experience.
Because you get to learn.
Experience.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard of the one year contract, the 1-day contract? We do got a 10-day contract.
A year?
A year?
We do got a 10-day contract.
I know. A year is a little long.
A year is a little long.
If you think I'm about to wait a year and to figure out what I want to do with you, you are sadly mistaken.
I'm only asking, like.
No, you right. I'm just saying.
That's crazy. So
anyway, she nasty. That's all.
During the 10 days, I kind of figure out like, well, I'm very spiritual, so kind of figure out like if we're on the same vibration, have the same things. If they're open, I hate ignorant people. That will probably get people cut like the first day, hour. I really hate ignorant, like just blatantly ignorant people. I hate rude people. So within those 10 days, I kind of get to know them subtly though, not enough to where it gets deep. Like if they start telling me about like their homeboys, if they start telling me about their homeboys, their childhood, I kind of cut it. I'm like, we can't get into that yet. Like just to figure out their place. And then, so let's say I find someone that I want at the bottom. So I just kind of tell them like, I'm not looking for anything serious and I'm not willing to change my mind for you. That's where like you kind of have to be straight up because like I can't tell him like, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm not ready. And then like my number one, it's like, yo, like I'm trying to get serious. And like next week I'm dating him. Then it fucks with old dude's head. Like she just said she wasn't ready. So I have to be specific. Like it's just, I want you physically, but not you emotionally.
So what's the difference? Okay, you want your top 5 guys physically and emotionally. Mm-hmm. You want your bottom 5 guys strictly just physically. Mm-hmm. What's the point of having a bottom 5 if you can have your top 5?
Well, most of my top 5 stay out of town.
Oh, okay. You were one of them traveling ones. Okay, I got you.
My boy said, you be taking trips. She getting flown.
Yeah, she got the dudes flying out and all that. I feel like, hey, I ain't mad at you.
She catch feelings. She catch flight.
Well, look, let me
moderate.
Let me redirect this question to you guys. So, like, let's say Chris and EJ, you have a roster. You're gonna act like y'all haven't been young before. What are your do's and don'ts? What would be the do's and don'ts for you guys if you were having multiple women in the rotation? Not saying that y'all do.
I know personally for me, first and foremost, knowing what you want is half the battle. So off top, probably within like the first week to 2 weeks, I'm trying to get to know you and see what type of person you are. Because me personally, like, I've never been the type to objectify. Like, I don't like objectifying people because I don't like it when it's done to me for real. Mm-hmm. So my thing is just like, all right, cool. I'm about to talk to you. Like, it's like very chill, like surface level type stuff. I want to get to know you. Like, what's your favorite color? What you like to eat? Like simple stuff. And then from there, we move and groove and seeing how we groove, seeing how we communicate. I'll FaceTime you a few times first because I want to make sure you look the way you look all the time. I want to make sure like we straight with that. And then like it's just seeing the vibe. Like if we not clicking, or else like I see something and I'm like, you know what, that's a red flag, or else like I'm not really kicking it, or I'm not really feeling off that. Then,
That bottle gone.
It's gone.
And it has nothing left in there.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, EJ, but I was like, it's gone.
Pouring out dreams and hopes.
I was trying to do it.
I was like, it is gone.
She was just like
yeah, it's over.
Every single drop.
There's nothing left in there. There's nothing left in there. But that is true though. You're more like we vibing to see where it goes. I might keep you on depending on
I'm like
you.
super. My thing is, if I'm gonna mess with you, I see potential in you. Period. So
right.
And so like I want to I'm very limbo, and it's just like if you gonna match my energy and see where we go, and like if it goes more than that, because in the time of us hooking up and us kicking it, I'm the type to where if I'm really feeling you, I don't want to go hang out with you more. I'm like, yo, let's go out to eat or let's do something, because I want to see you in different settings so I can know if you're whether going to be in this relationship aisle or if you're going to be in this just kicking it aisle, you know what I'm saying? And so like, and then that's the thing. It's like kind of figuring it out in the beginning and just like feeling it. And then
that's true.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like you can't, like, the thing is when you go into stuff with expectations, you're gonna place those expectations on that person, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And so of course no one's ever gonna live up to your own personal expectations that you set for them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you kind of just got to go with the flow and see people for what they are to you right then and there. You can't future fake, or you can't put that, look into potential, because as we all know, potential isn't the real person, because you don't, at the end of the day,
people be falling for potential too.
On God, I was a prime example of that. I fell for potential one time in the past, and it came up to bite me in the ass. And
what's her name?
Classy on this show.
Like how you do that. All right, watch this. I got this one. I got you, bro. Chris, I would like a Smitty answer. I don't want a coach answer. Give me
you got it.
All right, give me the Smitty answer.
Eddie's here.
Give me the. I thought you were about to turn the hat. I swear to God.
Hey, that man turned the hat to the back. You know about to
turn the hat. Oh,
Smitty's here, fellas.
Let's ask this.
Oh.
Let me ask.
Oh no.
Smitty's here, fellas.
The man,
what's up?
The legend.
Hey man, like that. It's a different. It's a difference. This is why. This is what I asked. So, like I said, we talk about do's and don'ts. This is strictly for Chris. Literally, I set questions for Aliya and I got.
I didn't even get through my full list of rules, but we can.
I didn't want to, because I didn't want to, because I know where it can get.
If you want to say your rules, say your rules.
We can
say them, but after it's done.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll
so this is what we said. We'll revisit. Chris, you have a roster. How do you manage them? With name, like how you manage your roster? Let's say you got about 5 or 6 girls. How do you manage them? How do you not forget names, certain things about them, etc. To keep them interested without them leaving. This sounds so damn toxic that I just.
First of all, Smitty don't give a damn about nobody leaving. That's the first thing. About that.
God, talk to him. I don't give a fuck.
We clipping that.
Yeah, no. That's the first thing. But for on some serious stuff, the way Smitty really think, you want to be honest. All right. One thing about me is honesty goes farther than any, like, real life trust is everything. So like, I do not lie to any of my roster. And also in the basic of that is because everybody on my roster knows they're expendable. Everybody can be substituted. This is a roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no solid role. I need another player.
With a roster comes a bench. So I agree.
Absolutely.
Your play isn't up to par. You ain't performing. We gonna have to drop it down.
You're not keeping it player for real, if your hoes don't know about your other hoes.
No, for sure.
Oh,
and if you really got it like that, like if you really Smitty, one of Smitty boys, like you ain't got a lie. And you just, and the truth is, you don't even, you just
Is
do
it too
you.
much truth? Is it too much truth though?
Is there
My
such thing
thing
as too
is-
much truth? No, yeah, for sure. I'm not overly, because I'm never disrespectful, and I never want someone to feel like they not valuable.
Yeah.
Right.
You still valuable to the team, but you're
Right.
replaceable.
To a certain
Right.
extent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because it's the
saying?
whole team. It's not one person.
Absolutely. And everybody play their role.
Oh,
Everybody
God.
play their role. You got a girl that you go to for the best neck. You got the girl you go to for the best wet. You got the girl you go to because she want to hold you and cuddle all night. You got a girl that you talk to because you need, you know, you got to talk about your feelings because your grandmother been going through stuff. Your mom,
We love them.
so you got the roster for the whole thing, man. So, you know, that's definitely something that you got to know. Mm-hmm.
Play your role to the best of your abilities. That's just what it is.
By the way,
They have to know
Smitty
their
ain't never
roster.
had a roster, but I'm just speaking of experience. No.
Bro, people gonna look at this. People gonna look at this video like, why he keep saying that? Because he is lying.
Hey,
But-
bro, that's the thing. It's just
those are the same roles I play by. Like every man in the top 5 serves a different purpose.
Yeah, well, I got 2 shooters. I don't need 2 shooters. I already got a shooter. I need
I have
somebody.
my 1 through 5.
Who gonna be the
They may not all be filled at the same time.
Like, who gonna be my Hail Mary when it's like 3 a.m. and everybody else sleep? Like, what? I like
where your bottom 5 come in.
on God, that's it's just realisticness. It's like everyone serve a purpose. Like, hey, bro, like if I had a tough day of practice, I need you to go ahead, hold a nigga, rub me down. I need a nap on your booty. Like, hey, there's a person for that. Like, that's just what it is, and it's just like, hey, that's just the name of the game. Everybody play a special role. You do your part. And the main thing I think is that comes in with the respect is when you with that person, be with that person. Like I'm like, my thing was that I prided myself on was like, I put my phone on do not disturb. Like I put my phone on do not disturb, or else I'll turn my notifications off. Just because even though we may not
wait, can you repeat that one more time for my ex?
Sir, put your phone on do not disturb, because when you with that person, you're gonna act like you with that person.
Whoa, but no. If you put it on do not disturb, you know the girl gonna be literally like, why is your phone on do not disturb? Like,
and I'm gonna tell her because I want to focus on you.
And she gonna be like, why can't you do that without your phone on do not disturb?
Because my phone gonna be blowing up these notifications and I'll be looking at them.
Exactly.
So either we can talk about my phone or we can talk about what you're trying to do right now. So either I can rearrange your spine or you can try and rearrange all the contacts in my phone and I can kick you off this team. So
God,
okay,
damn. God, damn. Okay.
Hey, that's just the facts of it. Like you were your priorities on something different. Like, hey, shawty, worry about your playing time right now. This your playing time for 2 hours, whatever it be. I'm kicking it with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You worry about the wrong thing. You out here trying to press and start issues where we not even like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like it's like I'm giving you the common courtesy that when I'm with you. I'm gonna treat you with respect. I'm gonna treat you like we kicking it together. Now, when we not, now that's the difference. When we not, we not. But when we are, we are. And it's just like you out here worried about the wrong thing. Like people be like, oh, why you put your phone down, face down? Because I want to. Why you put your phone do not disturb? Because I'm here with you. Like I'm trying to focus. Like your phone keep on going off. Zzz, zzz. That's fucking up the vibe. Like everybody here, like you're not stupid. And it's just like I think that's probably a good segue into Lia's rules. Stop asking dumbass questions.
So let's redirect and let's give Aliya the floor so she can really go through these rules. And let's do it. I want to hear them all. These are for the females that listen to us who are starting to think about we need a roster and how to manage them. Aliya,
the tutorial of keeping it player.
Yeah, Aliya is here for you ladies to help you understand how to manage and keep your roster. Keep going. So talk to us. What you got?
So EJ mentioned it perfectly. No stupid questions. So obviously they all know that they are not the only one that I'm speaking to. Mm-hmm. Having sex with, they might be. I'm not having sex with my entire roster because I'm still responsible and STDs still exist. True. But no question. So like if, you know, my phone's not on do not disturb and it's going off and they see someone's name, I've had someone ask me like, "Oh, who's so and so?" Like, I'm not gonna answer. I'm just gonna look at you like, because you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of for the roster. Like, don't ask shit that you already know the answer to, trying to get caught up, because then you're gonna get cut. For the sneaky links, this one's me and my sneaky link get along really well. So there's no talk about our personal life.
Oh,
like what's going on. If you had a bad day at work, just say that. But like, I'm not gonna ask details. I'm not gonna tell you details and that. No cuddling. We don't cuddle before or
no
after.
cuddling.
No cuddling. Come on.
Hold up. Let her
finish.
This isn't a man that I would be willing to date.
Let her finish. Let her finish. Let her finish.
It gets worse.
Okay. Oh god.
I know the whole thing. That's why it's funny to see y'all react. Because I already know.
There's no kissing.
Oh.
I would rather cuddle than not kiss.
Did he just walk out the phrase?
Intimate.
Come on.
Kissing is too
For
intimate.
me, kissing is intimate.
Kissing is very.
What?
Intimate.
Then how you start? Then how you get everything started? Like, kissing is the easiest way to get stuff jump started.
But sometimes you don't want to kiss them. That's intimate.
What? I love kissing and cuddling. Call me soft or whatever. Whether we just sneaky link or not, I'm gonna cuddle you for at least 10 minutes.
I do too. I enjoy that, but that's a boundary for me to separate my feelings from what.
That's respect, because you gotta protect yourself at the end of the day too. That's
so
respect.
Another one for me is eye contact. For me is very intimate. So.
Oh hell no! Where you want niggas to look at? Come on, sweetheart. Come on.
That don't make no sense.
Hold up.
Where's he supposed to look? Where? Like, come on. Where are you supposed to?
At the back.
You hitting it from the back. You're looking at her back.
You're not looking here.
That's true. That is true.
Bro, to be looking at the wall behind you.
So we are only doing positions from the back, and that all constitutes no feelings.
You ain't hold on. You ain't getting on top.
Yeah.
And she said, "Don't even look at me, nigga." That's
no. She's reversing it. Basically, yeah. It's more like this because we talked about it. So what she's saying is like we are limited intimacy because that evokes emotion, and when it evokes emotion, then it turns into something that I'm not trying to turn into because you're not in that level where I value other men.
Like with my sneaky link, I don't speak to him every day. I just hit him up like, "Yo, what you want?
What's popping?" Yeah, for sure.
Like we don't speak on a daily basis.
How do you decide your sneaky links from your top 5?
Well, Chris coming in here like hot.
Yeah, he came in here with receipt questions. Honestly, the one that I have right now, it was kind of both. We were just both on that type of time. Like I was like, I don't want this to go further than a physical thing, and he didn't want that either. So that was that.
And you decide this in your 10-day contract. Wow, very strategic. I like it.
It's crazy because like I said, like all you guys have different philosophies. I just found that Aliya's philosophy is very interesting, but also I understand what she's talking. It works. It does work. I ain't gonna lie. She ain't saying something that doesn't work.
Hey, it's a level of savagery. It's a level of savagery. That it's just like I haven't been pushed to that point yet.
Are we gonna get to the group chat?
Ooh.
I think we're gonna save that for a whole episode. When we dissect
my Twitter.
Yeah,
super
for sure.
out of pocket.
Okay. For sure. When we have your day, and I think that day is gonna come on. Probably we might do like somebody's birthday or like Leo or whatever. We might figure that out. But probably. But like I said, I just wanted to come in and like kind of tie it together and just give my quick opinion, because I'm like, bro, I wish you could see what I can see, because it's the funniest thing as like looking at your emotions. Chris, I feel like you want to say something.
I haven't even heard dudes say that. That's the wild part. I haven't
even has a mere face of disappointment.
But look at Chris. Chris got the disappointed face.
And I think Chris is disappointed too, because when you meet me, I don't give off that vibe. I'm very professional. Very
I'll
nice.
never forget once I first followed her on socials. I was like, wait,
This is
this can't
different.
be the same person. And I was like, oh, she really
I
said.
felt especially bad about Nick following me because Nick, we met, he was my client.
Yeah.
True,
And
true.
then he saw that side of me and I was like, ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. But I feel like Chris got something to say. Say what you got to say because he got like a lot.
I really don't. I'm really just intrigued. Really, one of the things that I really do love about this, and this helps me as a man, is listening to the other perspective, like the other side. I think a lot of men should just do that more. Just really pay attention to how a woman thinks. Now, if I did have a roster, I would say for me, like my roster is very lucky because I treat my roster very well. Like I spend money on my roster. I spend time with my roster. Like I'm a very, I mean, shoot,
He a good GM. We nice GMs
I'm
over
a
here.
great GM,
Yeah,
great general
we nice
manager.
GMs.
You know, like top of the line, like you came to
I'm
work
an
at
NFL GM.
Oh God,
Y'all are
exactly.
like
me and
NBA
Chris
GM.
NBA GMs.
Oh my god.
Me and Chris is NBA GMs. Aliya's an NFL GM. She said, "Hey, bro, I just need you to show up on Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays. That's it. That's it."
It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. The
Or
crazy
nothing
part is
less.
like crazy part is because I had rosters. I just know how my rosters ended up, and I just know how it was for me. So it was a weird. It was definitely weird because like I be feeling bad. Like I be feeling bad. I'm like, man, I
Just
can't.
for me, I went based off, especially experiences I've had with men that did just want to hook up. And I'm a very nonchalant female. Like if you come to me and tell me, obviously if I'm attracted to you and I feel like you are worthy of hooking up with, but if you come to me and tell me like I'm not trying to do anything further, that's cool. But at least I'll respect you more if you let me know. Because now that you didn't let me know, I feel entitled to hurt you because you try to go that route.
Without
Don't
giving
get
you
me wrong.
context on how you really
Like
feel.
a small percentage though.
Hmm?
You're a small
The
percentage.
only the
Yeah.
only issue the only issue is that when we said about it last time, a lot of times it's hard to tell the not saying it's hard to tell the truth, is that nobody really wants to hurt anybody's feelings. And that will hurt somebody's feelings and saying, yo, I'm just trying to hook up. Because we run into like problems with as men. Let's say we do want to hook up with a female and just kind of really want to do that. We don't know how to go about that without sounding disrespectful. It's like asking for head. It's like the hardest thing in the world because you don't
I
really.
feel like if
Wait,
you
It's
gotta
like,
ask for it,
who
then
asked for head? Who
yeah,
does
that's
that?
what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
I
no,
feel
no,
like
no,
if you
no.
gotta
I'm just
ask,
saying.
then you definitely ain't gonna
No,
get it.
what I'm saying sometimes guys be like, you going, you know, it's it.
If you gotta ask for anything, then you probably shouldn't. That's how I
Yeah,
feel about it, especially when it comes to like sex and stuff like that. Like if I gotta ask you to do it, then I probably shouldn't
I
ask
agree
you.
Probably
because
should be.
when I'm asked to do something, especially sexually, if I if I feel like it, I'm gonna do it. But because you asked, I'm not gonna give my full effort.
Well, it's just not.
Mm.
It's just not even attractive. Like personally, for me, like I don't know. That just doesn't. That's just not hot to me. Like it's just not. That doesn't. That's like a turn off for me. Like like
Right.
like I tell like